Okay, so we get a huge update on Isaiah Rodgers' injury, but his status could determine if Fangio gives the rookie Cooper DeJean his first start at nickel, plus a rookie on offense looking to increase his role, and Saquon Barkley comments on the topic of his workload being too much. But that's not all. Devin White admits he was shocked he's not the starter and speaks on possible trade talks. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts' answer for the INTs was perfect. And did he just say he wants to run the Philly special? What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And the work week is almost finally over, but the Eagles don't play this Sunday. They play on Monday night versus the Atlanta Falcons, the first home game of the 2024 season as we try to get to 2-0. A lot of things to clean up from week one's win versus the Green Bay Packers, but one of the guys who need to clean up his snaps is Cam Jurgens. But listen what the great Hall of Fame Jason Kelce had to say on WIP as it pertains to the Eagles' new snapper. He's going to continuously get compared to me, which I don't think is fair for him. And then eventually, when everybody realizes he's a fantastic and great player, I'll have to live with the fact that there's a guy that's better than me. And this ain't the first time that Jason Kelce came out and said that when it's all said and done, Cam Jurgens might be better than him. Which, to be completely honest, I don't believe anybody is going to be better than Jason Kelce. But if he can get close, we're talking about another decade of great center play. Let me just say this for GP. We all know that Jason Kelce was a 6th-round pick, not by Jeff Stoutland, but by the offensive line coach Howard Mudd. And early on, he struggled to the point where the Eagles almost cut him. Hall of Fame Jason Kelce almost got cut. Cam Jurgens had a few bad snaps and he got beat a little bit, but he's going to be a player. Kelce knows it, I know it, and I do believe a lot of y'all know it too. As for an injury update, Milton Williams got a limited practice. Devin White and Isaiah Rodgers logged a full practice on Thursday. However, Jeff McClain reported yesterday that Eagles cornerback Isaiah Rodgers' hand said he hopes to be ready to play Monday night's game versus the Falcons, but he also said he needed surgery on his right hand after breaking a bone in the last practice of training camp. If he's talking about the August 21st workout, he's just over 3 weeks out, which could mean that he's iffy for this game, but we know Isaiah Rodgers' character. He wants to play. Although if he's not able to play and needs one more week, that means I think Fangio's going to go right back to Quinyon Mitchell on the outside alongside of Big Play Slay. Fangio said he thought he did a great job. Plus, he was asked why he put Avonte Maddox in the slot, not Quinyon Mitchell, and Quinyon Mitchell on the outside, not Kelee Ringo.
Well, because with Isaiah out, our next, best combination, because they have the good outside receivers, through deep to Watson a good bit. We want a Quinyon out there.
The combination part he's talking about is that he felt better with Quinyon outside and Avonte Maddox inside than Kelee Ringo outside and Quinyon Mitchell inside. To be honest, I think if Cooper DeJean never gets hurt, Quinyon Mitchell is the starting outside corner even over Isaiah Rodgers. And Cooper DeJean would be the starting nickel cornerback. With Rodgers and Ringo being depth for Quinyon and Slay, then Maddox and even Quinyon being depth for Cooper DeJean. And the main reason I believe that is because one of the next questions were about Cooper DeJean's role increasing. But since we're talking about best combinations, listen what he says at the end.
Yeah, we just got to keep practicing him a bunch, get him comfortable. He basically missed all of training camp except the Minnesota week. And, so he's behind, but we're trying to catch him up.
Could there come a time when your best combination is him in slot and Quinyon outside?
Possibly.
We all know that Vic Fangio don't sugarcoat stuff, so him saying possibly makes me think that was the original idea. So if Quinyon Mitchell continues to bowl out and be that dog we all believe he can be, and Cooper DeJean gets healthy, Vic Fangio might go to his new best combination. I am interested to see how Isaiah Rodgers play because I did like his training camp, and I do think he's a player too, but it's good to have depth. at a position where, who knows, maybe Slay misses some time. You need to be deep in the secondary. Real quick, if you want to be entered into the jersey giveaway of your choice on September 25th, hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and go down below to the comment section and type "Go Birds." As for Devin White getting a full practice off that ankle injury, it don't matter. We talked about it 2 days ago. Fangio said no matter Devin White's health, DeJean is the starter. Devin White was asked if he was shocked due to training camp and preseason first team reps. This is what he says.
Yeah, you could truly say that. The way the snap count went, the things I did on the field, preseason wise, but at the end of the day, it's not my call. I can just do what's asked of me and just stay ready, for what's asked of me. Whether I go out there the last 2 minutes of the game or the first play of the game, I just got to be ready and just be able to, get his team all I have. Because, that's what I came here to do is just, rewrite my story, for the career, for my career. However that play out, I don't control that. I just leave that in God's hands. And I stay ready, I don't cry, don't, mope around. I just come to work and, be a pro about everything.
Now, before we get to more on Devin White, him saying nobody really talked to him, they even asked him about wanting a trade. Plus, Kellen envisions a bigger role for Johnny Wilson. We also hear from Saquon Barkley on if he can handle the workload. And Jalen Hurts' mindset on the interceptions is perfect. Plus, he wants to run the Philly special. Let's hear a word from our sponsor, Manta Sleep. Literally sleep better anywhere, anytime with their sleep masks. They got the sound mask, the pro mask, the sleep mask, the silk mask, and so much more. Like I said, my favorite gotta be the sleep mask sound due to the fact that you can listen to things, Bluetooth, side speakers, but I also have the Sleep Mask Pro. It's a little smaller, probably easier to fidget with, but they're both super comfy, and like I said, you'll get your best sleep ever. So click the link in my description and or the pinned comment section. Once you do that, pick whatever mask you want and use code PhillyMike for 10% off your Sleep Pro, your Sleep Sound, any mask you want. Once again, that's PhillyMike, all capitals, for 10% off your sleep mask. You won't regret it. Again, Fangio and Nick Sirianni said he will have a role, and who knows if injuries play a part in him having a role. But at the end of the day, when he was asked about it, he said, I don't know. You got to ask the coaches.
They said that you have a role on this team moving forward. Nick said they're going to need you. Did they describe to you what that role was?
You had to get it from him.
Do you feel like you're going to be able to play this week?
Say it again?
Do you think you're going to be able to play this week?
I don't know. That's really out of my control. But could I be ready? We still just taking it day by day.
How did they tell you that Jacoby had won the position battle?
Shit, I don't know. I can't recall.
No, somebody did. Did Vic come to you?
No.
If there's a chance to start somewhere else versus just waiting here for your opportunity, is that something that you would welcome?
I don't know. Right now, I'm locked in with this team. I came here to do a job. I know everything is well in front of me, so I just got to do what I got to do. I made a good bond with these guys, and we in here every day getting better.
All in all, I still think he handled the press conference really good. He talked about he still feels like the grass is greener, pun intended, on this side with the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's here to help the team however he can. But I know deep down, he didn't know this was coming. I didn't know it was coming, but I do hope Zach Bond and DeJean grow to be a great tandem. That will benefit the Eagles because we could lock them up, and they are younger and ready to be the future if that is the case. Moving on to the offensive side of the ball, Kellen was asked a lot of questions about motion, especially Devontae Smith playing in the slot, who, by the way, is absolutely killing it. Smith played all 76 Eagles offensive snaps against the Packers and had a career high of 41 of them in the slot, 53.9%. That percentage number dwarfs Devontae Smith's previous usage inside his first 3 NFL seasons. And that 4th and 3 play was huge from the slot. But listen to what Kellen said when asked about Johnny Wilson, who ended up playing 10 snaps as a rookie in his first game in a really crowded wide receiver room.
yeah, Jonny did an awesome job, fired up. There's a bunch of highlight blocks in there, and so he took advantage of his 10 or so snaps. He's got a role for us. Obviously, it'll evolve as we go week in and week out from a run game perspective. For the pass game, he'll come alive as we go, and we're really, really excited about him.
He got on the field for his blocking, but he was rewarded with a target. It went over his head, but he will be utilizing the red zone, blocking, and down the field. And although we got a crowded wide receiver room, his usage will increase. Just watch. Now to the guy who throws the ball to this crowded wide receiver room. Listen how he explains his interception, takes full ownership. This is why I know it won't continue to happen.
I think I made two unwise decisions. Those are all things that I own. So those are things that I got to be better with, truly managing those situations and just taking what they give me.
In those moments, it's obviously like a split-second decision. How do you avoid it though? Because in the moment, it's got to be a little tough to just.
It's not tough. It's just I made an unwise decision on both of those, and I just don't do it.
They both might not be his fault, but I love his answer.
On Monday, Nick Foles is being honored. Is he someone you've gotten a chance to
Monday night?
On Monday night.
Of course, cool.
Is he someone you've gotten a chance to either know or watch, or I guess aware of the history that he has here?
Nick's from Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never met him. But obviously a legend here. A lot of respect for him in his game, and I'm happy and proud of all the success he's had, and I'm glad he's able to share that moment.
Did you watch that Super Bowl that he played in?
I did. I think I was at Alabama, I think. Yeah.
What did you think when they ran Philly?
Great play, great call, great catch, great execution.
You had one of those at Oklahoma, I think.
I did. Yeah.
Do you think
y'all trying to get at something this week? Y'all want to see or something?
Yeah, good.
Jalen did his version of the Philly special at Oklahoma, and he's talking about what y'all want to see. I don't know. As for Saquon Barkley, we talked about it in yesterday's video. Friday's game was the 15th game in Barkley's career with 25-plus touches. Even though he had somewhat of a down year in 2023, he had 25-plus touches in 3 games, and in 2022, he did it 4 times. Like I said in the other video, a team that needed him to touch the ball, in 2 years, he did it 7 times, over 25 touches. So I don't know how many he'll have this season. Week 1, he got plus 25 touches. Let me know in the comment section, how many games do you think he goes over 25 plus touches? Let's hear what he said about his body and the workload.
I think we do a really good job of managing that here, whether I do it on my own and take care of my body, or whether it's with the training room or the guys that lead the strength room. They do a really good job of monitoring that. So I have no worry about that, and to be honest, that's why I train the way I do in the off season, and while I get here in camp and during the season to be able to take on the workload, whatever it's at.
Sounds to me that if the Eagles want to utilize him like that, he is ready, but we really, really, really do need this guy for the long haul, and we got so much talent. Let's utilize everyone. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Let me know your thoughts on that Bad Boys for Life celebration and picture by the Eagles. Click the link in the description and get your Manta Sleep mask. I'm telling you, they're the best. Use my promo code. Drop a comment. I love hearing from you. But if you got nothing to say, muscle up. But again, I love hearing from you. And I know you can offer some advice or something about the video. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.